I just think, like, for me, just what's written in the Bible just makes more sense personally.
Like,
About like sort of a lot of the morals that go along
like,
with it, like the Ten Commandments, the morals they teach. I just feel like in the Quran, yeah, I just feel like there's not really
the Ten
morals.
Commandments are all in the Quran, except for this: keep the Sabbath.
Yeah, but I think the main reason is I don't really believe in the Quran, and I think a lot of the reasons is it doesn't really add up. Like I've read a lot of the Quran, yeah, just to see my options and all that, but it just I don't know. And also I just don't agree with the whole thing about Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old. So you
Muhammad
know,
marrying a 6-year-old.
yeah. I mean, if I'm wrong, you're
Yeah,
welcome to correct me. But
what's the issue?
no, I was just like
Just
answering the
explain
question.
that for me a little bit more.
I mean, she's 6, man. Like, and also like a lot of like
Yeah,
in the Quran,
the contract is at 6. The marriage took place at 9. The consummation. So you have an
yeah,
issue. You have
and
an
look,
issue with a girl being married at puberty.
yeah, I do.
Well,
And also just how it
The
tells you to
Bible
beat
says
your
you can
wife.
get married at puberty.
No, yeah, with someone your age.
It doesn't
Not
say that.
well, not directly. It's implied, but anyway.
Where is it implied? Sorry, wait. Where is it
I
implied?
don't know the exact like number, but
There is no number. It doesn't exist.
okay. Also, how it tells you to beat your wife in the Quran as well.
It
That's not
doesn't tell
really.
you to beat your wife in the Quran. It tells you
It,
to
it
beat your wife in the Bible.
it tells you. It says strike your wife in the Quran.
Yeah, and what do you think that means?
Means you fight, attack your
You
wife.
fight and you attack?
I would say that it means attack, unless you're welcome to correct me on that.
Yeah, so let's break that down quick. The Quran, when it says to strike her, right? The root word is there is daraba. This is in context of fearing disobedience, nushuz from your wife. So God gives you a step-by-step plan. You first advise her if she doesn't listen. Then you leave her and you abandon her bed, so you don't sleep with her anymore. If she continues, then it says to quote unquote strike her. Do you know how this is interpreted by the Prophet himself?
Uh, you're welcome to tell me.
Yeah. It's interpreted by the Prophet to not cause harm or not to leave a mark. And the explanation of the Prophet's companions who lived in his time commenting on this verse is that you use something like a miswak, like how do I explain it? It's like a natural toothbrush. It's like a small stick this big. And it symbolizes that all steps have been taken and the next step is divorce. There's also Quranic evidence because the Quran exegetes the Quran itself. You know the Prophet Job?
No, off the top of my head, no.
He's in the Bible, the book of Job. Never read the
Yeah,
Bible before?
I've read the Bible, man. I'm just not. I have like very bad
Yeah,
memory. I
anyways,
can't
yeah.
think of things.
So,
Yeah,
right. So Job, right? God
yeah.
tested him and he was very ill and very sick. He took away his wealth, he took away his kids. And in his illness, his wife did something that he didn't like, that he didn't appreciate. And so he
Yeah.
takes an oath by God. He says, when I get better, I'm going to strike you. So same word, same thing. This is in the Quran.
Yeah.
God tells him not to break his oath because breaking your oath is a major sin. He tells him to fulfill your oath, take a bundle of grass and tap her lightly with it.
Uh huh.
So if God is okay with striking and harming your wife and beating
Are you
her
gonna
up,
hurt your wife with grass though?
yeah, why did he
That's not.
tell, let me finish. Why did he tell Job to take a bundle of grass and tap her lightly with it to fulfill his oath?
So because grass, yeah, it's not gonna actually hurt you, yeah.
Yeah, so what if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is okay with a man beating his wife, why did he tell Job to fulfill your oath that you took? Take a
I can tell you
bundle
why.
of grass and
Because
tap her with it.
you're not actually supposed to break an oath. So he told him to pick up grass, which wouldn't do any damage, and strike
Right.
her.
So why does he have a problem with him doing damage?
Because everyone's equal in the eye of God, and no one
All
should
right. So
suffer when
because
they don't have
God
to.
doesn't want his wife to be hurt, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So the Quran doesn't want you to beat your wife.
But it does say strike, bro. I'm not. I see where you're
It
coming
also
from,
says
but
strike in the case of Job.
yeah, but
Yeah,
then in the Bible,
he says take a bundle of grass and tap her with it. That would be striking her.
yeah, but it's not the same thing.
It's the same exact thing. It's literally the same thing. Now,
So let me put it like this: if I went up to someone and I punched them, is it the same thing as giving them a slight tap on the face?
you can't
or even
punch
like
your
a
wife,
flick?
sir. Maybe you could punch your wife in Christianity, but you can't punch your wife in Islam.
You can't. You're not supposed to beat in Christianity. So I don't know.
Right, exactly, and yeah, right. And we don't believe you could punch your wife in Islam. That's what the Prophet said.
All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up for me.
All right, so hold on a second, right? Because you have a problem with a man harming or beating his wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're in Deuteronomy chapter 22,
Yeah.
verse 13 to 21.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just clarify, who revealed Deuteronomy? Is this God speaking? Is the word of God?
Pretty sure it was.
All right. If a man takes a wife, and after sleeping with her, he dislikes her, and he slanders her and gives her a bad name.
Yeah.
I married this woman, but when I approached her, I did not find proof of her virginity. Then the young woman's father and mother shall bring to the town elders at the gate proof that she was a virgin. Her father will say to the elders, I gave my daughter in marriage to this man, but he disliked her. Now he has slandered her and said, I did not find your daughter to be a virgin. But here is proof of my daughter's virginity. Then her parents shall display the cloth before the elders of the town. So there's an ancient practice where when a girl gets married, the first time there's consummation, there is a white sheet that's spread under, right?
Yeah.
And if the girl bleeds, that white sheet is taken to the parents and is celebrated. That means their daughter is a virgin.
Yeah, no.
Okay? So this is the same idea here. Mm-hmm. So the husband gets married. He says she's not a virgin. Then they're supposed to take that white cloth, a bloody cloth, and present it before the imagine. They have to present it in front of everyone. If that's the case, then the elders shall take the man and punish him. So because he lied about her, right? Only if there is a bloody cloth. They shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give them to the young woman's father, because this man has given an Israelite virgin a bad name. She shall continue to be his wife, and he must not divorce as long as. So even after he lies about her and slanders her and makes her go through this embarrassing and situation, she has to be with him forever, and he cannot divorce her. Now, verse 20. If, however, the charge is true, and no proof of the young woman's virginity can be found, so there's no bloody sheet, she shall come to be brought to the door of her father's house, and there the men of her town shall stone her to death. She has done an outrageous thing in Israel by being promiscuous while still in her father's house. You must purge the evil from among you.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that, yeah? That is in the Bible, but it's not. That's a story on the Bible. It's not directly.
It's a commandment.
Yeah. Well.
This is not a story. This is a commandment from God. If this happens, you ought to do this. If this doesn't happen, you ought to do that. There's no story here. This is the book of Deuteronomy. It's a book of laws.
Yeah, but what I mean is, so it's like, it's not. Yeah, honestly, you got me there. You got me. That's the one, but I'll admit that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a good point. I'll admit that.
All right. So then the same. You said you thought that the Quran said to strike your wife. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean what you think it means. But here, you can unalive your wife if you say she's not a virgin and she doesn't have evidence because she didn't bleed for whatever reason. Would you still follow this religion?
That's obviously under certain conditions, but I'm be honest, I'm gonna look into that, quote, do some stuff on that. But you know, until I really have just an undeniable reason to switch religions, I don't think I'll be doing that.